Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. My name is Pablo Farias. I'm the founder of Zenva. You can find out all about our online courses in app and game development at www.zenva.com. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to install the BlackBerry 10 SDK for HTML if you want to develop HTML5 applications. The BlackBerry 10 platform has 5 official ways of making apps. You can make apps using C, C++, HTML5, ActionScript, and 2 different frameworks of Java. One of them is unique to BlackBerry, and you can also port existing Android Java applications into the BlackBerry 10 platform. The main difference between making HTML5 apps between BlackBerry 10 and other mobile platforms such as iOS or Android is that in those other platforms HTML5 is not an official way, so there's not that great support for hardware specifics. You usually have to use external tools such as PhoneGap or Titanium Accelerator to wrap that HTML5 app into a native app, and only then can you run this app on the devices and publish it on the corresponding stores. In BlackBerry 10, as I mentioned before, HTML5 through the framework called WebWorks is an official way of making apps, which means it has really good integration with hardware-specific aspects, and it also has the platform has also good performance, like really good performance when it comes to HTML5 apps. So we're going to start by going to developer.blackberry.com, then click where it says HTML5 WebWorks, scroll down a little bit and go to Tools. From here you can download all of these tools for either Windows or Mac. You can also install these things for Linux, but if you want to do so you have to go to a different website, a different URL, and the steps are not as easy as they are for the other operating systems, but it's nothing too complex anyway. I'm using Linux at the moment, running Windows in a virtual machine, because I want to show you how to install this using Windows. If you're running Mac, the process is very similar. There's only just a couple of minor differences. So the first thing you need is the Google Chrome, the browser, because we need to install the Ripple emulator in Google Chrome. Okay. We're making HTML5 apps, so why do we need an emulator on the browser if we can just double click on the HTML5 apps and run them as any website? Well, the answer for that is that because we have this integration with the hardware, this emulator, what it does, it's an extension for Chrome. It helps simulate that. So you download this file, it's a CRX file, and what you do afterwards, you go to the options, to settings, you go to extensions, and then you have to drag that file that you downloaded onto this area, and that will install this complement that you'll see here if it's installed properly. We also have to download the proper SDK for WebWorks. So there's an installer here for Windows or Mac. It's the same, and in both cases you just download the file and then double click on it and install it like you install any program. And we also may want to test our applications in a simulator before moving on to real devices. For that you need to get VMware Player, which is a program that runs virtual machines. You can get it from here. There's a link on the install page. And that's just for Windows. If you're on a Mac, you have to download another program called VMware Fusion, which will work in a very similar way. So once you download this file, you double click on it, install it, and I'm assuming that you already installed VMware Player. You should be able to just go to the Start menu and find that application in the corresponding menu. If you click on it, it will launch the simulator. I'm not going to run that from here because it would be a bit slow running that from inside the virtual machine, but I've already got it running in my Linux machine, so it's just a simulator of a real device. You may run into some issues while running this simulator according to the specifics of your system, and what I recommend, not just for this particular tutorial or just for BlackBerry, but in general, is that you use their official help channels. So if you go to the top, there's the forum. If you run into questions about the installation process, they'll be able to help you out really quickly.